It's getting quite chilly in here. Right, so drop me a follow. We are very close to a big milestone, so drop me a follow. Morgan Rogers is in initial talks with Aston Villa to sign a new contract, an improved contract, and I feel like this contract is all for Rogers. He's already got 5 years left on his deal. Capology report that he's on 75 grand a week. Looks like we're probably going to try and get him to around 100 grand a week. Why is that important? Keeps the player happy. We've not sold him. He is in and amongst our top earners then, and he's an absolute superstar. And we need to keep him, and we need to keep this player as happy as possible and fend off as many different clubs like Chelsea as we possibly can. So it's great news to lock him in and keep Rogers really happy as one of our highest earners. Yes, SCR, but I feel like we've got leeway internally with some of our internal wage structures. With Coutinho going, Moreno's going to go 35 grand off, etc. Olsen's wages have gone, who was on a pretty decent wage. I think he was on about 50 grand a week or 60. So internally, we've got manoeuvrability on wages. In other news, we have got Moreno. Looks likely he's going to be leaving. We're also hearing that Digne might be signing a new deal. Again, one of Villa's highest earners. Get those wages down. New deal, 1 year, 2 year, maybe. I think that works for Aston Villa as well. And Manchester United are reporting, Laurie Whitwell, Athletic, big source, is saying that Watkins and Sesko are the two left on Manchester United's list. Not sure what on not for sale at any cost. Manchester United do not understand. Jackson is off their list because they can't afford him. So, you may as well cross off Watkins. If you can't get Jackson, you can't get Watkins. And just the contract talk situation as well. Sometimes I hear things like they're not worth the paper that they're written on. And I disagree with that because, yes, any player could leave at any given moment. But it's about protecting and rewarding our players. The Rogers one, we reward him. Kamara, we protect the value of Kamara's contract for Aston Villa. So, yes, Kamara could leave next summer, but if he did, he's at peak value. If he didn't sign it, and he goes into next summer with only 1 year left on his contract, the value isn't there for Aston Villa. So, contracts for me are solely based on protecting the value of the player for Aston Villa, which is all I care about, the football club. So they are worth what they're written on because it's about protecting and getting the most value out of that contract. So up the Villa, drop me a follow.